What is happening, lads? Welcome to the first episode of Sorare Scout Room. Came up with a name myself. A little pat on the back there. I'm joking. ChatGPT definitely no. Gronk definitely helped me. I must admit. But what's going on, lads? Little Saturday morning stream. JVic was first. I was second under the Sorare HQ account on the old podium. But Alex sneaked in at third. So Alex, what's going on, mate? Lorenzo, Ian made it as well. What an absolute legend. And Seb, appreciate you all coming in, lads. Yeah, we're starting a new little scouting stream on the old Saturday mornings for me anyway. Depends where you are in the world right now. Dave Richards, what's happening, mate? What's happening, pal? Appreciate you popping in. Don't lie, Baby Trades made the name. Mate, after Escandel's performance yesterday, Baby Trades is high as a kite, mate. He's flying, absolutely flying. So yeah, stream sort of run through is going to be wait for Bundesliga lineups to come out in the next sort of 17 minutes or so. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. Check lineups, or check starting lineups, and kind of cross reference onto like what can we do for quick play because I'm back to square one. Yesterday I had an absolute stinker with Barry Yilmaz scoring. He actually scored his L15. He scored 49. I need 59 for Galatasaray. So I'm back to square one today, and I am in need of some players. I think because as you can see here, I do have two or technically three winter editions. I could play, but obviously Heracles don't play till 2, and yeah, Aberdeen play at 10. So my time that is. Bundesliga's kick off at 9:30. That before then. So if I can find a Bundesliga player that makes more sense, I'll definitely try and do that. Excuse me, not to say Aberdeen away isn't a terrible game, but I think I could probably find something better. Maybe a player that could be 50, 60% on to play, and for that reason, he's just not that expensive right now compared to like what he would be if he was 80% on yesterday or the day before. And then might just buy him. Excuse me, and yeah, we can get cracking on the first target, and then hopefully we can get into like these 12:45 game and then the 2 p.m. game. I can maybe throw them into streak 2, if I get there basically. So yeah, all if buts and maybes, but we're waiting basically 15 minutes or so for the Bundesliga lineups to come out. In the meantime, I'll show you bits of Friday night action that I had last night. I've got Odegaard playing right now. Wow, Villa are beating Arsenal. Jesus, that was news to me. They must have just scored. I'll have a little look into that in a minute. But nice little start from Kamori Dumbia, my second team. Nice goal there in a 1-0 win against Monaco. And then thankfully the Oviedo boys came in clutch. Excuse me. Oh my God. I took an antihistamine just then to ease the allergies. But yeah, Escandel, sorry, and Costas as a defensive stack. Yeah, worked absolute wonders. Absolute wonders. Very, very happy with that. I definitely need to go blow my nose at some point. The Excelsior boys, sadly, on the other hand, didn't do what they were supposed to do. My captain got hooked at half time. He almost gave a pen away, and then got a yellow card just before half time, and then got hooked. My midfielder scored. I think he had 2 BCMs. Striker had 1 BCM and a big chance created, so I almost had a double decisive had that sort of happened. Van Gassel still did Van Gassel things and got some all around score. And yeah, sadly that didn't really work. But on the opposite end of that, I did manage to full stack Groningen, who were the team obviously Excelsior were playing, and yeah, maybe it's D3. So I think that has a good chance of maybe holding its own despite a Rente red card for time wasting. Because I think I've got like a 5% collection on that as well, so it's pretty punchy. And I'm first right now. I'm projected first, but obviously things could change. And yeah, I managed to hit the first streak. I do need to use my wheel spin as well, so we'll be doing that. Obviously the Excelsior boys not doing as good, but bits of AA here to be fair with Gus Till to play. That team isn't dead, but it's obviously not going to beat the main D3 team. And then, yeah, Lamina was a disappointment. He came off at half time, which was really annoying. So that kind of kills this lineup. I've got a nice little Motherwell stack, hopefully running out soon enough. Another Motherwell stack in D1. Sane did the business. Again, though, Lamina letting me down. I did defensive stack Benfica, just on the off chance that, somehow they keep a clean sheet. Obviously wasn't to be. And then I kind of hedged that with playing Pote in another lineup, but Yilmaz absolutely killed that one. So, yeah, that's probably dead. D3 sort of anyway. Otamendi in there. And then, other than that, we had a bit of contender action. My Leopold that I crafted on Tuesday, sadly didn't do too much for me. I tried to sell him before the deadline, but nobody wanted him. Champion, nothing's kicked off yet. And then moving into under 23, where Jordan James is playing currently. They're 3-0 up and he's got 2 DAs, so I'm absolutely buzzing. This is the best start I've had in under 23 Super A, I think, since I won Yamal last season. I genuinely haven't had 2 decent scores to kick things off in under 23 Super A. So, yeah, that's given me a bit of hope. My main team has kind of fallen on his face with Tanaka and Greenwood. Rockerites in my secondary team, though, has sort of kicked that off with a decent score. And then I do have my red Jordan James in here. Dennis Simon sadly conceded then in that lineup. So, yeah, still all to play for. I do have a few bits of arena, but it's not going too well right now. Bardaki killed it last night. Didn't mean to do that. What else have we got? And then I made an arena last night before the Urawa game, seeing that Hoy Brighton and Nishikawa were in. So yeah, nice little clean sheet there, 4-0. With a couple of players to go. And obviously All Star as well. All Star went off. Yeah, went off to be fair. Schultz with a 94, absolute legend. Kazumi, good AA, but no DA sadly. But that's a really good start in my main team. The rest are all D3s, which is a bit underwhelming. A couple of decent starts. And I do have a bit of essence, which I can get some arenas out, hopefully, when we see the Bundesliga lineups and the Prem lineups coming out. But I do have a little wheel spin, so let's do that first. Also, I think we're going to be having a special guest come on as well and join me shortly. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun. Ooh, now that is cheeky, by the way. 10 Snow Globe Shuffle Clue. Okay, that's fun. I can't really craft right now, but for Tuesday, that is really, really handy. I don't know why this one is still up here. I have a common wheel spin, sorry. Oh, I thought I nearly got 750 common essence then. Wasn't to be. One away from a tier 1. One away from a golden as well. What was I going to say? Right, let me catch up with the chat. Not too much going on. Mikey Baston. What's the expected... When's the expert turning up? Sorry, I was fucking all over the shop then. The little guy without the cap. He's on the naughty step right now. He's had a morning, to say the least. Unsurprising all local footy off. Is it freezing, Mikey? I'm guessing. Yeah, Mason has been, however you say it, the Excelsior centre back has been pretty good, hasn't he, all season? But yeah, of course, in the game that I need him to turn up, he sort of doesn't. What have we got? 10 minutes until Bundesliga lineups are out. What else was I going to say? I did hit the first Eredivisie streak thanks to that Groningen situation. I need to do something because, like I said, there will be a guest popping in. I'm not sure when, but I'm just leaving the invite out there for him whenever he wants to join. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun. Get my headphone in ready. Waterlogged. Oh yeah, it was pissing down yesterday, wasn't it, Mikey? I think my parents absolutely smacking it down in the UK. Not great. I've done all my missions for today. Well, the ones I can do. Maybe I can do a few limiteds actually. I haven't got any MLS finals. I don't have any PSG Rem players. Yeah, it would just be limited. Do I have any PSG Rem players? Nope. Do I have any? Well, I will have big chance misters. Let's see what I can get in here. Defender. I'm looking for forwards realistically, aren't I? Thielmann isn't a forward, but he could get a BCM quite comfortably. Liam Henderson. Di Brooks. Di Brooks probably doesn't play though, does he? John Pacheco. Yeah, Browd could work. Just seeing here, Ivan Pinto. Oh, okay. Caceres. Could go Hurstich. That could probably work, couldn't it? That could work. And Badrami. That could work as well. He could very well get a BCM there. Okay, that's out the way. So yeah, I am on the hunt for a Bundesliga, probably Bundesliga. It could be Prem as well because Prem kicks off, 30 minutes after the 30 minutes after Bundesliga. So either or, I'm looking for a Prem slash Bundesliga player to kick my streak one off in quick play. But I wanna know the teams basically before we get cracking. So we've got Heidenheim versus Freiburg that will figure out who's starting in literally 7 minutes or so. Cologne versus St. Pauli, Wolfsburg versus Union Berlin, Stuttgart and Bayern Munich, and then Augsburg versus Bayer Leverkusen. Then we have all the 10 a.m.s. I guess it doesn't have, it could be a Scottish League player to be fair, like St. Mirren, Dundee. Obviously, you've got the Prem games: Man City, Sunderland, Bournemouth, Chelsea, Newcastle, Burnley, Everton, Forest, Motherwell, Livingston. Sorry, I got my S's and L's mixed up then. And then Tottenham, Brentford. We've even got Belgium at that point as well. So, yeah, anything around the sort of 10 a.m. or before mark, we'll have a winter edition apart from like this Turkey game. Dynamo do as well, to be fair, won't they? Zagreb. Yeah, rained yesterday most of the night. Good. Absolutely good. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun. I know my face cam is below some of these teams. Let me know, lads, what does this look like? Let me know if you like this. Is my screen too small? Just give me a little yes or no. Obviously, my face cam's bigger now, but you can see the little Sorare Scout Room thing in the bottom corner, the graphic. But let me know if like the screen's too small. If it is, well, I can switch it back. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, just interested to know. Just interested to know. Let's get on the old market then. Because I'm either going to be I'm probably going to instant buying or obviously manager sales, or we could go into the old auctions as well, couldn't we? Really, if I see anyone that's like, I'm looking for L15s realistically between 35 to 50. I think realistically, in my head, I really can't see past how buying a L15 of 50 below number 9 that plays in a good matchup. I literally just need a decisive, like a goal or an assist. I know that sometimes obviously isn't going to happen. It's not as easy as that, but I think that's like the easiest route for me in my head to complete these quick plays. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Let me know in the comments, but in the chat, sorry. But I just need a goal, assist. I need a penalty one. I need something, from a. It doesn't have to be a forward. It doesn't have to be a number 9. It could be a winger, but. If you've got an L15 of a 50 or below, that means you don't need any all-around score. Like, the flat 60 will do it for you, despite whatever happens, going on in the game. Obviously, if he gets a red card or something, that's a killer. But you know what I mean? Like, if nothing else crazy happens, a flat 60 will do it for you. For me, that's, it's really interesting. It's really interesting to maybe... use that as the benchmark. It's not going to work every time like that. You're basically picking 11 goal scorers then in a row, right? That's not easy to do. Even if you were betting that, on an accumulator, it's really not easy. Daniel Cooper, what's happening, mate? Now says, I only played Challenger since the start of the season. I can put this on the screen, actually, to be fair. I only played Challenger since the start of the season, but I start to struggle to get my streak because Benfica, we start to play S... Oh, I don't want to say the word, but yeah, shite. Since last week's, man, do you think I can be good to go on Bundesliga a bit, or is it a bit too hard? And I mean, which streak do you mean now? Do you mean you're saying do you mean quick play, or do you mean playing the Bundesliga or playing Challenger? Sorry, I'm a bit confused. Screen size is good for me. Type in Scout Room. I didn't make the graphic. I came up with a name. Yeah, there is a thing, isn't it? Double R. Okay, well maybe we won't use that then. But yeah, that's a nice little catch that is. To be fair, like I said, I didn't do it myself, so I'm not gonna Yeah, maybe we do that one. That one maybe works. But yeah, nice catch on the typo there. Welcome to the scout room. Not on me. I don't do the graphics around here. I just present them. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I just can't get away from like thinking about like number nines all the time. Like just forwards realistically that are like goal sort of capable. That's where my brain goes with a lot of these, like with the quick play like thing. Like I just think that is like the optimal way of doing it. As long as the like as long as the game makes sense. As long as in my head they're 40, 50, 60% on to win the game, and all those sort of numbers before the match make sense as a fixture. David Rome's cousin. David Rome. Yeah, so I don't know. That's probably my aim. Especially in the Bundesliga. Like, there's so many goals in that league in general. I'd like to think I could pick out like a midfielder or a forward, hopefully with an L15, below 50, that could just nick a decisive for me basically in this first streak. That's my morning goal, and then we can move on to if we move on uh to more exciting streaks and stuff. I mean, I start to struggle to get the streak with points to get good rewards. Right, I got you. Yeah. Is the Bundesliga hard comp? I mean, like, is there some really good cheap players? If I had to guess, there's going to be more good cheap players in Challenger than there would be in Bundesliga. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bundesliga is a lot more. It's just a more popular league. Um, so I'd like to think that pound for pound, you're gonna find cheaper, better players in Challenger because you're having to go to like obscure leagues compared to the top five leagues in the world, to a degree. So I wouldn't say it's cheaper. There's no way Bundesliga, pound for pound is cheaper than playing Challenger. Like as far as like getting half decent players go, in my head, like there might be a few cheap players in the Bundesliga that you could, but like the cat's out of the bag type of thing with the Bundesliga. Like everyone knows the Bundesliga. Whereas if you're going into Challenger, you've got Austria to contend with. You've got Denmark. You've got these like obscure leagues compared to like I said, the top 4 or 5, to where it's just not. It's just gonna be cheaper doing it that way. Now, of course, it takes more knowledge. You need to, or more research at least. Like you need to be able to research those leagues. And like Benfica, yeah, they've lost some players. Like Luka Bacchio's injured and stuff. And yeah, their team's not looking too SO5 friendly right now. Like for me, I would only play that. Like I have a Benfica defensive stack, like I showed earlier. I'd only probably play the defensive stack. Like there's no midfielders or forwards that I would play. I don't even have like Pavlidis or anything. If I did, I'd probably play him. But like for example, Sporting, like I'd be happy to play their forwards, obviously Trincao and Pote, for example, because like I don't care what happens in defense. Yeah, they could keep clean sheets and stuff, but I'm only focused on their sort of forward line. Whereas if you're full stacking, you have to worry about the defense, the midfield, and the goal. You have to worry about everything. Like when you're full stacking, everything has to be perfect, is what I'm getting at. Whereas if I've got a Benfica defensive stack and a Sporting attacking stack, like a midfielder and a forward, double defense for Benfica, well, I only care about Benfica defending and I only care about Sporting attacking type of thing. So like that's just my sort of preference about playing this game. I prefer to, not always, but I like if the fixture makes sense. Like I prefer to mix things up in my lineup as far as like have a defensive stack from one team and an attacking stack from another. Instead of going like full stack. Now, if Benfica's at home to like the worst team in the league and you're predicting them to score like 4 or 5 goals and maybe win to nil, then yeah, that's when the full stack is powerful with a lot of XP, a lot of collection bonus, but that doesn't always happen. Like a lot of the time when these big clubs play lesser teams, they end up conceding 1 or 2 and scoring 3 or 4, and that's where your defensive stack ends up getting knackered because yeah, you didn't get the clean sheet. So that's, yeah, I know I'm blabbling, but I hope that kind of makes sense. So yeah, right, Bundesliga lineups should be out. I've got Sofa score up. I don't know how quickly they're going to populate. Let's see. Yeah, we're still on possible lineups. Tell you what I might do to like quicken this up a little bit. So for example, we'll go to FC Bayern München on their X account and see their starting like sort of yeah, graphics before they come out on SofaScore and stuff. But yeah, oh, Urbig in goal. Wow. That is a shock, no? I swear Urbig wasn't supposed to be in goal, by the way. Upamecano, Kim Min Jae is in. Okay, Kimmich, Goretzka, Elise Diaz, Jackson. Bischoff starts. Ooh, interesting. Guerrero, Lima. Now, like, what is Bischoff's? I mean, I can't imagine he's cheap. I'm not saying he's definitely the card I'd be going for here, but for quick play, that is. Yeah, okay, so there's no Bischoffs on auction. Like, okay, so you'd have to buy him from somebody else, which is whatever. Okay, I didn't realize he was predicted to start, honestly. I see 70% there, which is fair enough. That makes sense. But what's it? His L15's 48, so you need to score 58. I mean, he might, but it's a tough game. Like, I don't look at that and go, wow, that's incredible. But yeah, why is Urbig in goal? Neuer's on the bench. That has killed one of my champ teams. Sasha Bowie is absent. Yeah, that's an absolute killer, isn't it? Absolute killer. Now, one player I did want to have a look at is Freiburg and see if my boy Yuito Suzuki... Oh, is that not the right Freiburg? Maybe not. No, okay. Okay, that's not going to work then. Interesting. Interesting. Did I get the right Freiburg? I clearly didn't. I clearly didn't. I can't believe Neuer's not in goal, lads. What the hell's gone on there? What in the world has gone on there? But yeah, hopefully SofaScore can give us everything we need because it'll all be in one. Obviously, we'll have them on Sorare as well eventually. Ooh, look at that. Eze and Marino off for Gyökeres and Trossard. Matty Cash scored. Yeah, let's see if anything populates now. No, possible lineups. Yeah, we're all on possible lineups. I can't believe Neuer's not playing. Oh, you think it's the right Freiburg? Interesting, really? Huh. Interesting. Like Kim Min Jae was in as well. Who would... Well, how much is a Kim Min Jae limited? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we need to wait for things to populate in first, don't we? Because I do have some market credits to use as well. Yeah, nothing's populating in right now, is it? Quite like Scott McKenna. I mean, it's not an easy game, is it? I mean, they're at home, I guess. But they're playing Split, aren't they? Split are not terrible. Yeah, so there's no instant, but yeah, you actually can't get one right now. Like a winter edition, that is. I wonder why he doesn't have a winter edition. Grimaldo out? No way. Really? Grimmy out. Jesus. These someone called it yesterday on the deadline show. They were just like, yeah, like the MPs are just going to be a disaster this week because obviously a lot of teams are playing Champions League and stuff midweek. There we go. So yeah, Flecken in goal, Bade, Hoffman's in. Wow. Andrich, Tillman, Terrier's in. Wow. Tapsoba, Schick, Poku, Garcia, and Mazza. Echeverry on the bench. Ben Seguir on the bench. I wonder who are Leverkusen actually playing? I can't remember right now. I wouldn't mind maybe picking up a Terrier. That might be quite interesting. Let's have a little look. Leverkusen. away to ours, but yeah, it's not terrible. Was yeah, see, so Terrier wasn't predicted to start, right? That this could be an interesting one. Yeah, L15 of 42. That feels. I mean, it's risky because like he hasn't really started any games or anything. Um, oh wow, Freiburg don't have Twitter now. Interesting. Interesting. Lost five lineup. That's gutting, man. Absolutely gutting. Yeah, I think the lineups are starting to populate now, on like Sofa Score and stuff. Yeah, I don't mind the look of Terrier. Terrier could be interesting. Terrier could be interesting. Like, I don't think he's necessarily the best option. Like, we've only looked up, not many right now, but he is a forward as well. So it's, it falls into that. I just need you to get me that flat 60, you know? Yeah, it does feel quite sneaky. It does feel rather sneaky. Oh, wow, it's already populated in. Wow, okay. So let's see if we can see all the lineups on the quick play thing, like this thing here. So we go target. We'll go with this one. Let's see if it shows us who's actually starting. Yeah, it does. That's nice. So yeah, Grimaldo DMP, insane. Tapsoba's in. Alias Garcia's in. Flecken. Tillman, Hoffman. Teller, Vasquez. Terrier. Yeah, you know what? I think he could be the play. I think Terrier could be. I think Terrier could be the play. I'm going in. I'm going in on the Terrier. Right, I just mark it. I just bought one from manager sales, like from another user. So let me get out of that. I think Terrier is going to be my boy. £3.50 manager sale. Target's 52. He feels like my. I mean, I've got him now, but if I have to buy someone else, I might. But right now, I think that's my play. And I'm gonna go over to. Actually, I don't even need Sofa Score. I don't think. Right, we could probably do it on Sorare, as in everything should populate in now. I don't want to forget to do some. Odegaard with some nice AA. I don't want to forget to do some arenas as well. Right, so we've got the Dynamo team. Benacer, Hoxer's in. Hoxer could be interesting. His L15. It's annoying you can't see their L15 from here, isn't it? Like, it'd be really nice if you could do that. I'm also going to put myself... I'll enlarge everything again. I'll do it that side. Yeah, like, you can't see their L15 from here, can you? Which is really annoying. Really annoying. Oh, maybe from stats. Let's have a look. Players. Yeah. That's funny. It shows their L10, but we actually need their L15, don't we? Yeah, Scott McKenna could be a shout, but like I said, there's no thingy ones, winter ones, is there? Kim and J, I mean, what is Urbig? What is Urbig's L15? 71. Yeah, that's not happening. That is not happening, is it? Stiller, El Canoes. Ooh, what about Nati? Nicholas Nati. His L15 can't be high. Yeah, 38. I mean, I know there's not much to go off, in previous scores, but that is pretty low. That is pretty low. Oh, Arsenal scored. Who got the goal? It was Trossard. Nice. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm just hopefully Odegaard gets a little decisive. Okay, back to. Okay, so Cologne, St. Pauli hasn't populated. Wolfsburg, Union Berlin hasn't either. Heidenheim, Freiburg has. And that was the card I was looking to see if he was starting or not. Like someone like this, Yuito Suzuki. Obviously, he's not starting, so it kind of doesn't make any sense now. But had he been starting, what's his L15? 58. Okay, that's a little bit high. If it was 50, then he would have been golden, I think, in that fixture away to Heidenheim. They could have been. I know Manzambi's been doing really well, hasn't he? 57. You're looking. I mean, he could do it. Like his scores are there, and it's a good fixture despite being away. I think he could be quite sneaky. Grifo, I feel like I haven't heard Grifo's name in a while. What's he doing? L15 or 53. That feels okay. Like if he's gonna get a decisive, as you can see, he normally hits AA with it. So like apart from here, so every other time, if he does get a decisive, it comes with, like I said, a lot of AA. That could be an interesting one. 53 doesn't seem terrible. What about Lucas Hola? Okay, like for me, I'm not gonna say this is perfect. How much is he actually? Yeah, 13 quid. What can you get in on market sales? No, there's none up. Yeah, like he's the type of player I'm talking about. Like L15's below 50, forward. You just need a decisive. Like you don't need much else to really happen, which I think's pretty interesting. And you need the fixture though. You need the fixture to make sense as well. Got Heidenheim. Yeah, we've done Leverkusen, haven't we? Aliesh is in. Terrier's in. Andrich. What's Hoffman's L15? Hoffman is 50. I don't mind that. If he gets a decisive, he is going to hit it for you. It's as simple as that. So I don't mind that. What else we got going on? Wolfsburg hasn't populated yet. I think if Ericsson is starting, I've got a couple of Ericssons myself I need to put into an arena. But like L15 or 45 for Ericsson, £6 on market sales. Like I know he hasn't been unbelievable, don't get me wrong. But if he does actually start, he's predicted to, but we just haven't got. I mean, maybe we have it over on. Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah. So Ericsson is starting. Ericsson could be an interesting one. Ericsson could be quite interesting there. L15 or 45. That's also a really interesting one. And then moving on to, and then it's just City and stuff. We'll get those lineups out in 15 minutes. Yeah. So Augsburg has Matsima. Raiders Reader, isn't it? Reader could be interesting. It's a tough game though. Like I don't know if I'm necessarily backing any of the Augsburg players. Gun to my head, would I prefer Terrier or Ericsson? That's a tough one. Very close. Ericsson being at home makes me feel a little bit better. Union Berlin have been decent, man, haven't they? Rono and Doki. There's a couple of players that have done pretty well. Yeah. Big Tedgy's playing. Half time for AA. Not great. Ooh, Villarreal are playing Getafe right now. Aaron Barry's scoring really well right now, isn't he? He's on an absolute tear. I can do all around score, can do a bit of everything. Norwich. Oh wow, look at this. Jordan James, the Welsh wizard on a 91. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's check on Arsenal. Anyone have any Arsenal players this morning for quick play? As in Marino probably didn't do great for you, if that was the case. Sorry, I was just getting myself up to see if I'm still live and everything's kicking. Yeah, Eze getting hooked. Onana error led to goal. Not what we want to see. Yeah, so we got Stuttgart Bayern. We still don't have Cologne St. Pauli through yet, do we? Okay, so SofaScore actually has the Newcastle team up if we want to see that. There we go. So Ramsdale in goal, Livramento, Tiao, Shah, Dan Burn, Jacob Ramsey Bruno Guimaraes, and Joe Willock, Alanga, Wolfamade, Gordon. I tell you what, what's Jacob Ramsey? What is Jacob Ramsey's L15? I can't imagine it's very high. 39. That could be quite interesting. That could be right. Wow, there's so many on sale. Jesus. Not many. Oh, there's one. Oh, no, a couple of winters here. £6. Yeah, I don't mind that, you know. So you need to get what? 49. I know there's not much to look at here, but loads of all bench appearances bar the Benfica one. You've got to fancy him to get 49 points, wouldn't you? Like, you can do it with a little bit of AA sometimes. Obviously, you know, a decisive automatically gets him there. What about Willock? Willock could be interesting. Let's have a Butchers. Big Joey Willock. Big Joey Willock. L15 a 41, yeah, similar. So needs a 51, doesn't he? Obviously, DA just automatically gets him there. Winter edition, £3. That feels pretty good. It's annoying because like I'd like to have been on the second streak by now. Like if Yilmaz had got me the first streak yesterday, I would have had to have picked two players obviously for the second streak, and like yeah, it would have just been nice to like knock that out if I was able to hit both like in this time frame because there's so many games up, you know, 10 o'clock and stuff. Yeah, I like the look of Joe Willock and Ramsey here. The fixture's there, like the fixture's perfect. Like for me, it's kind of a, like if you are playing the quick play game and you're not playing like the long game necessarily, like these are the type of plays that you need to like wait to happen because you know no one's gonna buy him before the deadline because like you just don't know if he's gonna start or not, right? That's kind of the beauty of quick play in the sense like you could get the MPs if you buy before the deadline and they don't start when the lineups come out, but in this case, you know we're waiting for lineups to come out and yeah, sort of acting upon the news at that point. The Cologne team is out. But yeah, lads, let me know if anyone's actually got any players running right now for the quick play. 95. Oh my God, Jordan James. What did we want? Yeah, here we go. So Cologne, St. Pauli. Butler, Eric Martel could be quite good. Tom Krause is starting. Kaminski's been pretty good, hasn't he? Bruno Lage, Mateus Lage, sorry. Jackson Irvin's back. Ooh, Joel Fujita. 47. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but I don't think it's amazing. You know, him needing a 57 away from home. What is Kaminski? I'm pretty sure he's been pretty popping, Kaminski. What's his L15 saying? 54. It's a little bit punchy. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't look at it and go, wow, like he is the play. Because you are asking for a decent amount there. Yeah. You are asking for a decent amount to happen. Luca Waldschmidt, or whatever his name is, L15 a 56. Yeah, that's a bit punchy. Again, you know, you only need him to get a decisive, a bit of AA, but it's still a little bit too much. Like I think it's still dicey to say the least. It's still dicey. This guy can score okay now and again. I bet his L15 isn't that high. Yeah, 46. I don't mind that. Obviously needs a 56, but a DA just automatically obviously gets him there. Yeah, you'd have to buy from Sorare. How much is that? £7. Yeah, not terrible. And he's like a constant starter. Like you're not actually just, you know, you're not just buying him for one thing. Like you could buy him for like longevity purposes as well. Just keeping an eye on the Arsenal scores. Can't believe this. Jordan James, best score all season. Get me to 100, lad. Come on, 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left to do it. Says Wulo. But yeah, I guess we're going to get Prem lineups in now in the next couple. Oh, Ian, don't say that. Don't say that, Ian. No, Ian. Ian, don't say that. Don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me. And let's have a little look over here. No, Ian. Don't tell me the Motherwell lineups. Absolutely. Oh, no. Wow. Yeah, that's brutal. O'Donnell's in. Gordon's in. Watson from nowhere. Of course he is. That is unbelievable. Yeah, that is brutal. That is as brutal as it gets. Oh my god. Oh, that is horrendous. Oh my god. Mikey says, does anyone know this? If you get to streak 2, can you set one card now and another one later on? That is a good question, Mikey. I'm sure someone asked that on the deadline show yesterday. I honestly don't know, is my honest answer. Ooh, okay. I'm going to use Jan Schopner. Let's have a look. Jan Schopner. Okay. Yeah. I don't mind that. Okay, Freiburg, decent team, but they are at home. Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, the L15 is really low, so the floor is low. The barrier to entry is really, really low, and he is decisive capable now and again, so I don't mind that at all. That's actually a nice little shout. Very nice little shout. Yeah, that Motherwell thing is just absolutely destroyed everything that I have going on in Challenger. Big time. Let's have a look. Let's see the damage. So Slattery's on the bench. Welsh is on the bench. These three start. Bardi starts. Okay, fine. And then I think Fadinger plays. Just is in. Ooh. Wait. That lineup might be alive. Please tell me it's alive. McGinn's in. Ward's in. Fadinger. Yes. I got a 5, Ian. Get in. That's a 5, right? McGinn plays. Just is in. Fadinger's in. And Tawanda's in. So it's my super one that's been dismantled. I was just thinking, is it worth... Everton, Forest lineups are out as well. Ooh, there could be a few... I tell you what, there could be a few sneaky Motherwell players, couldn't there? I know we're going out of the Bundesliga stuff. Man City, Sunderland lineups are out, right? Everything's kicking off now. Chicken Cherky starts for Man City, lads. So this is the City lineup. Nico Gonzalez, Bernardo, Cherky, Doku, Foden, Haaland, Nunez, Diaz, Guardiol, Nico O'Reilly, Donnarumma. And then this is the Sunderland lineup. Yeah, no shocks, I guess. Well, you could not that Cherky was a shock, but I think he was like 60% on. Yeah, there can't be many, especially in D1 as well. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Oh, the rare one anyway. This is my first time playing this mode. I now choose a player, and on the next level I choose 2. Yeah, and then on the next level you choose 2, and then on the next level you choose 3, and then on the 5th level you choose 3 as well. If you get there. Yeah, Forest, Everton, Tarkovsky, Michaelenko, Keane, O'Brien. Make that a little bit bigger, maybe. Maybe it didn't work. Alcaraz starts. Ooh, I feel like that. Yeah, Alcaraz could be interesting. And Diane Tiro Barry does start. Okay. Igor Jesus Hutchinson does play. Gibbs, White, and Doi. Anderson, Sangare, Savona, Williams, Marato, Milenkovic, and Sells. Okay. Yeah, what's little Charlie Alcaraz? What is his... I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Do they have him as... They don't have him as Charles, do they? Why have I got Charles in my head? Oh, it's Carlos, isn't it? Fucking Charles. Carlos Alcaraz. L15 can't be high. Cannot be high. I think I made this a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, 41. That's solid. That's a solid play. I don't know if he's like, yeah, £5 off last, what was it, manager sale, sorry. Doesn't seem terrible. It's not an easy game, mind, is it, against Forest, but do we have Bournemouth, Chelsea? We do. Pekovic, Diakite, Smith, Senesi, Truffet, Alex Scott, Jimenez. Ooh, is that the one from AC Milan? Kluivert, Semenyo, Evan Nielsen, Tavernier. Delap Palmer starts. Wow. Pedro Neto, Garnacho, Enzo Reece-James, Cucurella, Gusto Chalaba. Okay. And then Tottenham Brentford. Xavi Simons, Richarlison, Kudus, Bentancur, Archie Gray. Everything else kind of looks the same. Damsgaard, Thiago, Tara, Sade. Okay. Interesting. I need to lock in my... Oh, I think somebody just picked up an Alcaraz then. I'm pretty sure I just saw. Let me lock in my my player then, just in case I forget. So I need a 52 from Martin Terrier. Come on. Come on, the boy. 17 points away. Okay, City players play. No heavy rotation. Yeah, that's a nice one. And can be games. Yeah, they just have to be like after each other, if that makes sense. Like if a game plays at 10, then you have to pick like the next round of games when that starts, like 12 or whenever, 2 or 3, whatever. No, you're good. You can ask as many questions as you want, Jesus. Don't be shy on the questions. Okay, so that's Terrier in. Now I did say I need to do a couple of arenas maybe now, because I do have a couple of cards in action that I didn't really think would be available in rare. So let's do some arena in. Okay, so goalkeeper wise, Vasilj is like a starter as we speak. Everyone else is playing either Sunday. Betis play, Barca today, don't they? Yeah, maybe I do go Vasilj. Low L15. I'll try and pick players that are starting today type of thing. Can't you, wasn't there a way to do it where you can... I thought there was one where you could see when they... I guess it says it. Yeah, I guess you can't toggle starting soonest. You can just see it at the bottom here. Nico starts, so that could be one. It just hasn't populated in yet. Who was I thinking I wanted to play? Well, I guess I could go Elliot Watt because I haven't used him here. So Elliot Watt walks in. Cherky walks in. Where's Chicken Cherky? There he is. Cherky walks in. Defender's the tricky one. Yeah, I guess you can filter starting probability, but that'll, for example, that would filter out Elliot Watt, and he is actually starting, and he's only in 20% on. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, I know if he moves to 100, then I guess you could do it then, but, the Motherwell, lineup hasn't populated into Sorare yet, so technically you would miss him, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, right, Rika, definitely worth looking at later. That's a good shout. That's definitely a good shout. I don't mind that. Yeah, I need a defender now, don't I? I need a defender. I mean, yeah, we could go Nico. I'm not opposed to that. Nico. Lewis Miller could actually be interesting. I just don't know if he's definitely starting, but I guess we could have a look. Let's have a look. Ooh, Villarreal 1-0. Buchanan and Perez. Who did we need? Actually, Blackburn, wasn't it? No, we don't have... Ooh, Leicester conceded. And Norwich scored. Yeah, we don't have Blackburn in yet. I'm assuming he starts. Let's have a look on Twitter. Blackburn Rovers. Lewis Miller is into start. Okay, so I could go Lewis Miller. Lewis Miller in defence. Does it always have to be winter players? Yes. No, it has to be winter players all the way throughout. Like, winter players are the only type of player you can play in the in quick play. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with Lewis Miller, to be honest. Yeah, let's go with Miller at home. No worries at all, Jesus. No worries at all, mate. Okay, so we have 58 L15 now then to use on our last player. Who could that be? So Suzuki's on the bench, isn't he? Dekai's Micah away to Swansea. Doesn't feel terrible. Harry Wilson doesn't play. I want somebody that's like playing now, effectively, right? So I'm like avoiding any possible DMPs. Sorba Thomas could actually be the one. Damsgaard's in. I've got Super Damsgaard not being used there. So far, he is the... Ooh, yeah, we could go Hoffman. I do have a classic Hoffman that could be used. That could be interesting. Slattery's not starting, is he? Hoffman could be interesting. It's away, but I don't think that really... It doesn't really sway me. Like, their odds are still pretty nice. You know what? Did I use Aliesh Garcia? I'm not sure if I use... Oh, here we go. Goretzka. Yeah, I've got Goretzka and Bischoff that could be used. Although I think I'm taking Hoffman over those two, honestly. Thielmann is in. Florentino Luis is in. You know what? I'm going Hoffman. I don't know why. I've got a nice little feeling about him. Let's go Jonas Hoffman. Love that. Captain Cherky. Let's Captain Cherky. Why not? Let's see if we get into a little golden arena. Come on. Up the Goldens. Golden? No. Not golden. Who are we in with? We know Gully. The Toffees. Okay. Interesting. I might make a couple more before the Bundesliga sort of kicks off properly. Let's just head over to home and just have a look at the scores on the doors. Arsenal still 1-0. Wow, Odegaard with some really nice all-around score. That's pretty nice. Very happy about that. Jordan James on a 93. Still hasn't kicked on since we last looked. Villarreal 1-0 up. Amambari still doing pretty well with all-around score. Zagreb have kicked off. We've got Bundesliga kicking off in 24 minutes. So we've got all those lineups in. And then, yeah, looking ahead to the Prem. So we'll look at Prem. So, yeah, Tieno Barry, that could be interesting. His L15 is probably really low, isn't it? Like, like stupidly low, I'd have to imagine. Yeah, 32. You literally just need him to score a goal, which obviously doesn't look like it comes, natural to him, sadly. Yeah, £6 on secondary. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily... I think Charlie Alcaraz is probably the play there in that game specifically, I would argue, like low L15 or low-ish. I don't think there's probably much you would take. Maybe Igor Jesus, if you fancy Everton to concede. They probably do, don't they? And L15 or 43. That's kind of the type of player that I was sort of alluding to earlier. Number 9 literally needs a goal. Mind you, his Nepenthes is trying to sell his winter edition for 20 quid. I don't know if I'm doing it for 20 quid, honestly, but like that's the type of player. Like he said, Barry has a better chance of getting a clearance or a last man tackle. Yeah, that sadly is true. I think I think that is sadly true for Big Tieno. Do you reckon he's got a bonus if he gets a last man tackle? So I'm just getting rid of a couple of notifications, and then moving on to yeah, Bournemouth Chelsea. Chelsea obviously favourites, but not by a ton. Um, Anyone that you'd really pick from Chelsea? I mean, would you back the lap to score? I don't think it's a terrible shout. I'm sure he's pretty expensive though, isn't he? Yeah. What can you pick him up for? Yeah, £8. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not like ultimate value. I wouldn't say. Garnacho, Enzo, Reece James. Yeah, I can't imagine any of them really make too much sense. Bournemouth though, like could someone like an Alex Scott get a ton of all around score? Like I wouldn't be shocked if Alex Scott scores 55. You know, £5, not terrible. Seen worse, probably seen better. What is Jesper Carlson's? That's a good shout, Mikey. We'll have a look now. Jesper Carlson's L15 is 55. And it doesn't seem like you can get the winter editions because he doesn't have a card yet. So Carlson is out of the picture, it seems. SPL lineups in. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the SPFL because there's going to be a lot more value over there, I think, than Prem in general. I think Bundesliga's I've kind of shown that you can get your Terriers, you can get certain players like that maybe for a decent little price. I need to do my have I played Bazunu anywhere? I can't remember if I have. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so Motherwell team is in. Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, because we mentioned this earlier, didn't we? I don't know what his L15 is. I know he scored a couple of goals. Big Ampolotos, Ampolos, I don't know, wherever. 49. Okay, this is the most perfect player, in my opinion. Like, if I'm talking like L15 to position to sort of game ratio, I don't think you'd find many better. And the price, I don't know what you could get him on. Let's see. £11. Yeah, I mean, you're better off buying from Sorare here. What's that? £4. I'd argue that's even better than my Terrier one. I'd argue that's better than Terrier. What's the rare price? Because I don't actually have him. Mate, his rare price is... See, I might just buy the rare. and just use him in Arena or something. Because I don't have him for my collection. And he does seem to play. Doesn't he? Liam Gordon. Yeah, Liam Gordon's a shout for 39. Let's have a look at Liam Gordon. I do really like the look of the striker, though. Yeah. Yeah, I can get behind that one as well, Mikey. Ian. Oh, saying that, though, there's no winter editions for some reason. Yeah, no winter editions. Yeah, that's a bit brutal. Do I have a Liam? Let's have a look. Do I have Liam Gordon in my collection? Thought I did, but I might not. No, I don't. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not buying Liam Gordon for. I'm just gonna buy one from the secondary market, just from. Oh, there might be one in limited. Yeah, sorry, I'm being an idiot. There could be a Liam Gordon in limited, couldn't there? There is. There is a Liam Gordon in limited. You'd have to pay what's that, £4? Yeah, £4 for him. That's not terrible. Like, it's a very nice shout. I'm actually going to just buy a rare because I want one for my collection. He's 45p. And I'm probably going to play him in... I'll play him in Arena. Like the rare. Obviously, it's not a winter edition. But I am going to get one of him. Just for Arena. Oh, it just got snapped up, did it? Let's have a look. I do like the look of. I do like the look of him. Yeah, I like the forward though. I think the forwards. I think the forward's in a perfect position. What about Charles Cook? I know he doesn't really, ironically, cook much. His L15 has to be low as hell. Yeah, 43 could be okay. Fadinger, O'Donnell. Yeah, I still think the four. Like, I'm not. Yeah, I think Gordon's really interesting, but I also think this is pretty interesting as well. To be honest. I just wish I was on like a higher streak so I could like play 3 or 4 cards. Like I can literally just play one right now, obviously because of Terrier, which is just annoying me a little bit. I wish I just had more. Yeah, Liam Gordon was just brought up. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Ian. That was my thinking as well, though. 100%. He takes the pens, doesn't he? Um, yeah, I'm tempted to get a rare in, but then if I get a rare in, I can't play him in arena, which is fine. But then it means that I am I'm like wasting Terrier at that point, aren't I? I'd be wasting Terrier, realistically. Do I stick with Terrier or do I buy the... Wow, so he's instant ball for 8 quid. Yeah, yeah, it's an interesting one. Like for Bundesliga, but there is just going to be like bits of value in Scotland just because of oh wow, look at that, Jordan James, 96. Go on, the boy. Yeah, just because it's like obviously just an obscure league compared to the main leagues that we're covering. Let's have a look. Do we have lineups through for Aberdeen Dundee? Doesn't seem like Aberdeen Hibernian Falkirk. No, we don't have St Mirren yet either. Yeah, I do like the look of the big Greek guy. I do. Ah, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. No. No. I think Mauro Jr. is out for PSV, lads. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but he's either out or on the bench. Yeah, he's out. Mauro Jr. is out. Did I play him in my best team? I did. I played him in my best team. Amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Saibari, Pepe, Mantil, Veerman, Wana, Saladin, Gazarowski, Shooten, Dest, Kovar. So I guess this lineup's alive. I can't waste Veerman, man, can I? Like, Mauro Jr. is literally not in the squad. Bowie, Boyle for Hib seem good. Let's have a look. Yeah, Kieran Bowie, isn't it? And then Martin Boyle. Let's have a look. Oh, no Mauro Jr. is an absolute killer. Kills my super rare. I have a super rare arena with him in. Killer. Yeah, Martin Boyle seems interesting. Very interesting. Perfect L15, obviously below the 50. Yeah, great shout on Boyle. And then Kieran Bowie. Let's have a look at Bowie. The attacking line screams tap it. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Let's have a look. What's wrong with Mauro Jr.? Yeah, PSV. Mauro Jr. did not get off the bus. Oh, Mauro Jr. Man, you've been on such a good run. I mean, I'm happy my Groningen stack went off but yeah, he's not cheap though, Bowie. But you're right, it's still a nice L15 and stuff, 100%. Um, oh, Mauro, man, you are killing me. What do I do, lads? There, like he's only D2, so I'm like, I don't really care if he gets relegated because yeah, this is gonna go up anyway. This might go up, and then hopefully this yeah goes up to D1 somehow if these boys do well. But what do I do in that scenario? Like, I can't waste Veerman and Ueda and these type of players. And am I going to do much with 4 players? Probably not. What do I do? What do I do with that one? That's a bit of a killer. That is a bit of a killer, I can't lie. Odegaard's still doing pretty well. Do we have like the St. Mirren stuff and those sort of leagues out? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Dundee, no. No. We do have Motherwell. We do have St. Mirren. Here we go. George, Freckleton. Declan John is back as well. Yeah, I didn't risk him. And Richard King plays. Killian Phillips is in. Okay. That's pretty nice. Versus Dundee United. No Dolchek. Dolchek on the bench. Yes. Okay. I don't know who I'd be really taking there, honestly, for quick play. Freckleton's okay, but I don't think he'd be in the in like the sort of value the value side of things. I think his L15 is pretty punchy. All the Scottish lineups are out. Well, they're not on sofa. I guess they could be on here though. Let's have a look. Southampton lineups in. Not that that matters for a quick play, but oh, I do need to get is a Gelly starting for Ipswich? I do actually need to know that. Ooh, Getafe red. Luis Mia, violent conduct. Ooh, and then Parejo immediately subbed. I wonder if he stuck the nut on him. Who did I say I needed? Ipswich. Okay, we don't have Ipswich lineup. Is a Gelly starting for Ipswich? Is what I need to know. A Gelly. Come on, please, a Gelly. We've had such a good start. Such a good start from Jordan James. A Gelly starts. Get in there. For my Super Rare team. Yeah, let's see if the Sorba's in. Yeah, the Scottish lineups aren't sort of out on Sorare yet. St. Mirren is now. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I'm really picking anyone up here. Maybe Killian Phillips. How low is his L15? Yeah, 43. It's not terrible. I don't think it's like, oh my god, like he's the best player ever type of value, but he could be pretty interesting. Is it Frankie Taylor or Fraser Taylor? Super low L15, but you can't really get the winter editions. I wonder where Richard King's playing. Is Richard King playing centre mid? It seems like Richard King could be playing centre mid here, which might be pretty interesting. Have to buy from Sorare, but he doesn't. 2 or 3 quid. Richard King's it quite interesting. Declan John's back. I didn't risk Declan John in my lineup, in my super lineup. Sadly. All right, so Odegaard still. Can you get me to 70, Odegaard? Oh, back down to 66. Great. So what are we waiting on now? Probably, yeah, I don't know what to do about this. Really annoyed me. I guess I could just take Veerman out and play him, as in like these don't kick off till 3 and tomorrow. So like using Veerman in an arena, but is it worth it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I got Gus Till starting here, so that this team will get into D2 probably anyway. This is guaranteed to get into D2. Like I'm not worried about relegating that D2 team necessarily, the Veerman one. And it's ex-club Veerman, like he's gonna pop off, like he's gonna play well. What else have we got? Yeah, so 2 subs. George is in. Okay, yeah, I forgot that Bardi's playing right now. Mitov. Hopefully Yorbe starts. Yeah, that's a killer. Slattery and Welsh. Absolute killer, that is. Again, is it worth chopping that up and going into... How much Super Essence do I have? How much Super Essence do I have? I think I have a decent amount. Could be worth going into Super Arena. Ian, what do you reckon? Do you think Welsh has a chance of getting off the bench? What do we reckon on... Oh, there we go, Odegaard on a 70. Yeah, do we reckon Welsh has a chance of getting off... Well, I guess Slattery probably comes off the bench, but is Welsh going to get off the bench, do you reckon? Like, because if he is, then I'll keep the lineup in, kind of. I know we don't know, but you know what I mean. Like, it could be worth just chopping this up and putting those 3 into an arena because, okay, so George is in, yeah, all those are in, which is really nice. And then George is in. Oh, this is yeah, Slattery on the bench. It's just a killer, absolute killer. Bardi, Longolo's on the bench. Villa winner, no way. Buen dia. Would probably take an injury, but with Stephen O'Donnell and McGinn, there's a chance. Yeah. Thing is, he's not going to score well off the bench regardless, is he really? Like, I guess if he comes on at halftime or something, fine. But I can't really see him coming on and like actually having like an impactful scoring sort of situation for me. Okay, so my D1's looking pretty good. Neuer's killed this, so all these players are dead, effectively. Which is just amazing. Okay, Aliesh and Enzo are in. Nico and Matsima are in. U23 is looking pretty good. Alfie Devine is in, okay. Nazinho's in, nice. And Simon had a bit of AA. That's nice. That recovers a little bit of what happened earlier. Okay, so this is looking fine for now. Wow, Hansen was a DMP. Okay, so yeah, so I need to take the graph out of this realistically. Oh, this is just a killer because yeah, Mauro's killed. Ah, Mauro's killed this big time, and then yeah, Hansen not even getting off the bench yesterday for Middlesbrough's killed that. So I've got another 2 goalies, but I've also got Ward that I could go and use. Like I'm tempted to do like an uncapped Super Rare arena with Ward, Just, Tawanda, Hans Van Aken, and then somebody else. Basically need a defender. I could just use Campbell. Quite tempted to do that, honestly. Gary Magny's in, nice. Benacer's sucking. Miller's in, okay. Cienza's in. Manning's in. Okay, so everyone's sort of in there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna chop up. I think I'm gonna chop up if it allows me, the Super Rare, the Motherwell stack, and try and like recover a bit of essence from it. Yeah, it's a bit of a killer, but so used in another lineup. So we go Callum Ward, Just, Tawanda. Probably use Hands, right? Although Hans is playing later. Well, is there anyone else that could... Let's do defender first, actually. I need... So, yeah, I haven't used Nico. Nico could be used if I'm quick. Declan John could be used. I haven't used him at all. Neither have I used... Oh, I guess I could just use Stephen O'Donnell. I have his super rare. What do you reckon? Probably won't score well, though, will he? If we're being honest. Bello for Dynamo. No way. Gone to VAR, though. Mepham could be okay. I just want to quickly look what team I have Utkus in, like, for my arena. If I have him in a team... If I have Utkus in a team that, like, I'm going to chop up anyway for super rare, then I'll use him. But if I have him in a team that's, like, yet to sort of kick off, I think he's in a decent spot, isn't he? I don't think he was in one of the super rare teams that has fallen on their face. Okay, so Mitov's in now. We can look at the Aberdeen lineup. Who are we look? Oh yeah, Arena, isn't it? Yeah, so Utkus is still alive, so I can't really take him out. I guess George Campbell, if I'm taking somebody from like a lineup that's like existing, it's basically either George Campbell, Nico, or Mepham, basically, isn't it? Or Declan John. I was offside, getting. Yeah, I don't really trust Declan John too much. Neither do I really trust Richard King that much either. Problem is, West Brom's away, and that does just give me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. But I'm going to risk it. I'm going to do it. And then for the extra player, it's probably going to be... It's probably Hans, isn't it? Probably Hans. Damsgaard's definitely within a shout, I'd say. But it doesn't, like, jump out at me. Yeah, it's got to be Hans. Despite, like, not playing. What about Timber, actually? Where's Timber to? Timber's in... Yeah, Timber's in this one, so we'll leave that. Yeah, let's just go Hans. Let's just go Hans, see where we end up. No, not Mara Jr. I did not mean to do that. Hans. There we go. Let's go Tawanda captain. Why not? So we use an arena challenger. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just rip it. See what we end up with. Okay, there's 3 of us. Oh, wow. Of course, Veerman. Full PSV stack. I shouldn't have done this. I should not have done this. Well, I should have. I should have just done it in normal arena. Because I think this might be too much for me. We've got Bundesliga lineups kicked off already. Why is Invisible put 2 lineups in here? I don't really see the point of that. But yeah, this is worrisome, to say the least. Very, very worrisome. Okay. Let's go into normal arena. Let's go not used. I'm just gonna like get the Veerman out, so I don't waste him. Nicholas Madsen starts. Okay. Oh, these arenas. Kipri starts. Okay, that could be interesting. Kipri. Ravenge starts. I wanted Liam Gordon, didn't I? Yeah, L15 and 39, that's what we want. We want that in there because then that allows us to play Veerman. And then Nathan Broadhead starts. Okay. Elanga. That works. I don't think I have another keeper playing right now. No. I could just chop up one of my one of the limited challenger teams that I'm not really too fussed on because I think they've already sort of died. Oh, well, I guess any of these sort of get in. I guess most of them play tomorrow and stuff. I could play Upamecano, couldn't I, if I can fit him in? Like, for example, this line up here, but then it like Slattery's on the bench. Yeah, he could come off the bench, couldn't he? Really? He could come off the bench. Let's just let's just go Valleys. Hopefully gets some all-around score against Barca, and then 53 could get me Kipri. Yeah, actually Coventry are pretty good, aren't they? Coventry are a good team. That worries me. Madsen. Ravenge could be okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that average score thing. Then we'll keep an eye on the Bundesliga stuff. Damari Gray. Oh, we could go Saladin. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. And I'll just cancel that Eredivisie lineup and whatever. And just deal with the consequences. No. Don't tell me I've joined the same one twice. Please. Oh, all the lads are in here as well. Okay, no, I haven't. That's fine. Could I squeeze one more in? That I was just the last player in there. I wonder if the next one's going to be a golden. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, so now I can just use Oduro. What's his name? Penentra. There he is. Ueda, I can play in here, can't I? Yeah. I know they all play tomorrow, but Liverland starts, okay. Sorba starts. Is there anyone I'm missing out on right now that I could potentially get in? Who else was in that? Oh yeah, it was Mauro, Ueda, yeah. Let's just go Dekai's Micah. And Broadhead could work. Declan John. Forsberg goal, no way, against Leverkusen. We'll keep an eye on it now. We'll keep a little eye on that now. Jack Stevens starts. That feels a bit random. I feel like he hasn't started in a while. Richard King. Oh, I don't know. I don't know who to go for. Damari Gray. Broadhead's been scoring pretty well. Let's go for George Campbell. We'll double up on George Campbell. Captain Ueda. Come on, give us a little golden. Give us a little golden. No, no golden. No golden. Oh, of course, Veerman Captain DD. Oh, DD, you're killing me. You are killing me. Now I guess I need to rip open De Graaf, but he's not really a worry right now. But yeah, Nazawa. Could go Nico, Declan John. I'm just YOLOing this now. Don't have a forward, but Strasbourg play tomorrow. Let's just do it. Why not? Why not? It's a Saturday. Hat Legend. Just checking into vent about DMPs. Kane's benched it. How did I miss that, you know? I genuinely missed that. Kane's been benched, has he? No one mentioned that earlier when we were looking through. That is crazy. I really didn't. Yeah, that completely missed my. Because I saw, a couple of the. Yeah, obviously like Neuer benched and whatever, but I didn't think Kane was benched. Wow, that is insane. Let's have a look. Let's have a walk through. Dynamo Zagreb 0-0. Benacer, little yellow card. Bayern Munich 9 minutes in. Yeah, Jackson. Wow. Did not. Wow, last man tackle already. Yeah, so we need Terrier to go off here, don't we? Augsburg new manager bounce. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice one there. Very nice. Heidenheim 0-0 with Freiburg. Mad. Absolutely mad. Who got the goal for Augsburg? Left back. Yeah, Gianoulis, whatever his name is. Yeah, that's a nice one. Really nice. And the poor man's Schlotterbeck getting the assist. No AA yet for Terrier. So we got Swansea, Preston, Southampton, Cercle Bruges. Did we get the Hibs lineup through? No, not yet. Well, Aberdeen, and we didn't end up actually looking at this, did we? Yeah. Devlin, Mitov, yeah, same back three, I think, as the midweek. Carlson, Armstrong. Yeah, so Lazetic plays. That's interesting. He was my pick for the midweek, and I bottled it, and he scored 75, and I'm still annoyed about it. I ended up going for that defender, Costa, whatever his name is. I really thought it was one of the two, and I ended up going with a defender. Didn't end up getting Lazetic, and yeah, of course he bangs two off the bench as well. Did he play off the bench at that? I swear he started. No, Nisbet did that. I must be bugging out, but yeah, that's just hilarious how it's off the bench as well. 2 goals. Costa was unlucky. He was never a pen. Yeah. Typical Scottish refs, isn't it? Bought Welsh for the Livingston matchup and he's on the bench, yeah. Hatledge, and I had to rip up my super rare Motherwell. I didn't have to, but I ripped up my super rare Motherwell stack because I had Welsh as captain. And Slattery was on the bench. So, yeah, had to rip up this because Maro Jr. DMP'd to use my Veerman elsewhere. And then, what else? Overeem's in, okay. Where's the chat? Yeah, this is it. I ripped this up because, yeah, like we said, big Welsh on the bench, guys. But I guess these are semi-alive if Bardi kicks into gear, but 3 AA after 40 minutes is not what you want to see. Not what you want to see at all. For Konyaspor. And then turned it into an arena. Luckily, I did get a full Motherwell starting 5 somehow here, so I'm actually quite buzzing about that. In my only D1. So if anything's going to pop off for me this weekend, like in Challenger, I guess that is going to be it. Yeah, limiteds are not. I just played some rares in limiteds, and then tiny bit of contender. Why is this? Oh, I guess. Oh, Bayern scored. Interesting. Who scored? Watch it be Tom Bischoff, and I'm going to be very annoyed. I'm not going to look at the chat because you probably told me. Elise. Okay. Of course it was Elise. Of bloody course it was. Elise and Lima assist. Lima goal. So yeah, I guess my D1 champ's alive. Obviously, Neuer's killed this one. A lot of these playing tomorrow. Obviously, Sob today. I guess this is still alive to a degree. And then, yeah, U23 is where I'm really excited. Obviously, all playing Sunday now, but Jordan James with a massive score. Casper Widow was good AA yesterday. I need a Gelly to do the business for Ipswich today. Shortly, sorry. And then, yeah, I've just degened into Arena now. I'm just fully in. I will take this out as well, Tom de Graaf and Heynen, and play a different arena. Cancelled this because Maro Jr. killed me. And then I did play an uncapped one, didn't I? Where's my little uncapped arena? Down here. Which I already regret. Because I think I'm in with, like, yeah, a full PSV stack. Yeah, this is just not going to go well, is it? Kimmich, Haaland. Why is Invisible has got 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 teams in here, so he's spent 750 essence. Now I know he could end up finishing like first and second and stuff and kind of scooping up, but like, and I know you can't, like, you'd have to wait for another one to open type of thing, but that feels like a bit of a waste. But then I guess if the players are gonna play and you don't get to play them, you know, like the time just runs out and another arena hasn't opened, then I guess you're just kind of stuck, aren't you? So I kind of get it, but it still feels a bit excessive. Yeah, Bayern 1-0, isn't it? Oh, Arribas, of course. Arribas is on fire. He is insane in under 23. Like, actually ridiculous. Villarreal scored again. Mika Tawadzi. Foyth scoring pretty well. Everyone's scoring pretty well, bar Parejo, Morello, Moliero, sorry, Cardona. Comasana not scoring well either. Pepe, yeah, Pepe's off. Oh, everyone's off the bench. Teji getting a little bit of all-around score, but not enough to count that as a win. I feel like Barco's gone off the boil a little bit, hasn't he? Definitely not popping off as much as he used to. Benacer scoring pretty well. Okay. Okay. Where's Terrier? Come on, the Terrier. 2 AA. Love to see it. We love to see it. Of course, Elise does the business. Ooh, Wolfsburg. Patrick Wimmer. A Mora assist. That's hilarious. Wasn't that the one Laird crafted like last week or something? Patrick Wimmer. I know his L15 super low. Yeah, look at that. So you are definitely, if you've used him today, you are flying in the quick play. Absolutely flying. That is huge. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a great start. Early goals are flying in the Bundesliga. So I think I need 15. Yeah, I need 14 AA from Big Martin. Come on, man. Or just get me a decisive and we're cooking. We'll get our $2 market credits and then we'll move on to streak number 2. which, like I said, I already have someone playing at 12:45 my time, so I'll play him. But I don't know who else my second player will be, and I'm still not sure if you have to play two, if that makes sense. Like, can you just play one for now and then another guy later type of thing? Parejo subbed off in the 51st minute. 0.7 points off the quick play target. Stop. Ah, that's brutal, Hatligen. That is absolutely brutal, mate. Gutted for you. That is so, so brutal. Killer. Apparently, Urbig power, really good ball for the Lima goal. Oh, Maro Jr. is sick. Of course he's sick. This time of the year. Nobody's safe, lads, are they? Nobody's safe. That is gutting, though. That is really gutting. Kills my best Eredivisie team, and oh, I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say, am I missing any? Could I do any more rare arenas? I feel like I'm just wasting essence at this point. Just like scraping the barrel to get arenas out. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. Come on, the Terrier, man. I really. Well, let's have a little, not a bet, but let's have a little guess then, lads. Do we reckon anybody by the end of this weekend will be in that shared $20,000 prize pool? As in, like, they've done the 5 streaks. Do you think anyone this weekend will be in that prize pool? I know you have next week to do it as well, but you know what I mean. I feel you, Hatligen. I do feel you, mate. I'm with you there all the way. Yeah, do we reckon anyone's going to actually hit it? Like this weekend? Be very interested to see. Finally got through level 1 of quick play with Odegaard. Nice. Now I'm in with Pepe and Delap. Love that, Mr. R. Wish you all the best, mate. Wish you all the best. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get through to level 1. Well, through level 1 now with Terrier, and then... Ooh, Benacer just lost a chunk of all-around score. Yeah, Nicholas Beste scoring pretty well. 9 AA I think he's on. Grifo with a little bit of all-around score. Not a ton, but, some. Kimmich not scoring very well so far. Neither is Diaz. Not too much going on with Wolfsburg, bar the 2 decisives. It's either going to be multiple people hitting it or no one. Don't think only one person will win it. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Mohammed. I don't think one person, I'm in agreement there. Like, I think multiple people will be in it. Whether that takes you've got like 10 days to do it, I guess. Doesn't have to be this weekend. But yeah, I don't know. Someone's bound to be in it from this weekend, no? I don't know how many people are necessarily playing it, but I'm sure most people are. Only a decent amount of people are. Yeah, I don't know. I would be shocked, though. I would be shocked if nobody hits it this weekend by the end of, Sunday or whatever. Come on, the Terrier. My only worry with Terrier, or one of my bigger worries with Terrier, is he just gets subbed, Like early-ish. Obviously, we've got loads of games kicking off in the next 9 minutes. I'll be staying on until another 20 minutes or so, basically. So the first 10 minutes or so of the... Oh, Terrier with another bit of AA. Come on, 3 AA. We're flying. Still don't think we have the Hibernian team in, no. Oh, yeah, we do. We do. Yeah, Kieran Bowie and Boyle up front. Josh Mulligan. Cadden. Baniak in goal. Oh, we have Sociedad Deportivo teams out. Um, wow, look at that. They're 34% each to win the game. Like bookies can't split them at all. Bryce is in, Guedes is in, Soler is in. Wow, Kubo's in. Sociedad team's kind of cooking a little bit. I can see why Quinny likes them. There's definitely a team there. Dennis Suarez in for Deportivo. I wonder what his L15 is. I can't imagine high. Yeah, 43. It feels okay. I've seen worse. Definitely seen worse. Um, Sadiq, what's Bryce's L15 must be pretty high, like 50, well, 49. That feels okay because again, you're in that spot of being able to just literally get a decisive, which we know he's capable of, and just calling it a day. Like you don't have to worry about much. Yeah, he's away from home. It's not a gimme game. Like it's a tough game, but it's not impossible. Alaves 2-0 win then. 100% bound to happen, isn't it? It's bound to happen. Almira. Almira ended up conceding. That's a bit brutal. Quite late on as well. So no massive scores from Villarreal necessarily. Clean sheet. Getafe scoring terribly. Sassuolo are winning 2-1 against Fiorentina. Wow, De Gea, 2 negative DAs. That is brutal. And Muric getting a penalty concession. And, of course, Konyaspor losing. You wouldn't have it any other way, would you? You wouldn't have it any other way. Ooh, what's his name? Vasil just cooking with a bit of all-around score, which is great to see. That is beautiful to see. Eric Smith with a a clearance off the line. Love that. The Bayern boys, how are they looking? Is the Bayern boys looking? Lima, highest scorer so far. Come on, the Terrier. Show me the money. Or show me the market credits. Come on, go up. Go to 40. Come on. Still at 38. Still at 38. Aliesh getting a bit of all-around score. Nice to see. Tillman as well, slowly cooking. Tillman's L15 isn't that high just because he's been yeah. Tillman's an interesting one. I know it's done now, and he's not cheap, to say the least. But like L15 is really interesting. Oh, look at Bestie. What's that? 17 AA. I tell you what, I was 17 AA. Bestie used to play for Heidenheim, didn't he? That's an ex-club. That's an ex-club performance there from him. Didn't think of that initially, but it just came to me. Wolfsburg, Eriksson not really doing too much, is he? I wonder where he's actually playing. Like, is he playing central? I can't imagine he's having much effect out on the right. Is he just, not that he's ever had legs, but I can't imagine his legs are, working amazingly well these days. But I don't know. Maybe they're interchanging. Majar, whatever his name is, he's a bit of a player as well, isn't he? Left-footed. Anything else kicking off just after 10? Obviously, we've got PSV, Valladolid, Sociedad. Yeah, PSV team's in. And then we have, the 11 o'clockers. I can't believe. Mauro Jr., man, you break my heart. Paul Wanner starts. What is Paul Wanner's L15? Can't be high. Yeah, nice. I don't think he has any in-season cards, though. Yeah, he doesn't have a picture. But that, I know he hasn't done anything yet, really, but he's a very talented player. He could be one to keep an eye on. Overeem, Browers. Her and Veen are okay, but I don't think they'll trouble PSV, really. Teddy on a 51 or 52. It's just probably not going to be enough, is it? I think I've got him as captain as well, so yeah, it's definitely not going to be enough to do too much. Come on, Terrier, show me the money. He's stuck on 3 all-around score. I can just see him getting hooked at the 60th, and I'm just going to be spewing. I'm just going to be so sad. So sad. I wonder what the City score is going to be. What do you reckon? 3 or 4 nil? I don't think Sunderland score, personally. Happy to be proved wrong, but I don't think they'll score. Augsburg 2-0. No way. No way. Leverkusen in free fall after the Grimaldo DMP has just derailed the whole team, it seems. 2-0. Giannoulis with another decisive. Wow. 82 points. That is massive. That is insane. At least Terrier is a forward, so he's not sort of being negatively affected by these goals going in. But at the same time, it's not great. More chance of getting hooked. Not great at all, I tell you. Not Pepe is now 15 of 50, only needs one goal. Yeah, that's really nice. I can't imagine he's cheap, Pepe, but yeah, if you've got like if you manage to craft him or something, or if you do need him for like your collection and stuff, yeah, yeah, he's not cheap, is he? You can't buy him on thingy, but what is this? This is like yeah, 26 quid is yeah, people are insta buying though. I kind of get it. Like it's a really like especially if you're on one of the higher streaks. Like I wouldn't buy him for the first streak if I'm being honest, just because like I just think it's too much money if like it doesn't work out or like you don't like I don't play. I don't know. Okay, I do play limited Eredivisie. Like it makes sense for me, but for somebody like doesn't, I don't know whether it's like the most. Like it doesn't make a ton of sense. Um. So yeah. Oh, I need to get rid of Maro Junior here. I had him in the decisive pick. He's not even starting. That would have been not fun. Let's just go chicken churkey. Churkey. Oh yeah, I've got a big chance missed here. Has Diaz got a big chance missed yet? I hope so. That would be great, please. No. I need him to get a big chance missed. Wow, at least say negative AA. Kimmich getting a little bit of all-around score. I have a Langer to go and Saibari, big chance missed. Yeah, Mr. R, you are very correct there. I do like the Pepe shout. It is a really good shout. Really good shout. Wow, look at Bestie, nearly 60 points. Oh, sorry, this might be like a midfield defender thing or a forward defender, like differential, like the 4 points there. I know, oh, you can't see it, can you? Like it shows he has 58 points here, but it shows 54 here. It must be like a positional thing. I can't believe it. Leverkusen, man. What is going on? I picked the wrong player, didn't I? Going for Terrier, unless he just bails me out now with a decisive. It's all we need. We literally just need a bailout decisive. We can kind of call it a day. And yeah, there we go. All the Premier League games should be kicking off. Got him for 20. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Like I said, if you play, Eredivisie, and I think it makes more than enough sense. For Seal, still on 44. Let the fun begin. I'm not having too much fun with my Terrier shout, but we can live in hope. Which I might do. Might go on SofaScore and just have all the live games and just see what sort of pops off. Bayern, yeah. Oh, Wolfsburg 2-0. Amura again. Kumbedi. Ooh, Standard Liège 1-0 up already. That could be good for me. Motherwell's kicked off. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. What are we going to do with you, Leverkusen? What are we going to do with you? All the Prem games are kicking off. I might move myself down here. Boom. Everton 1. Oh, it was Everton 1. Oh, it is Everton 1-0. Everton 1. Or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is. If it's Thierry Barry, this is going to be hilarious, by the way. This is going to be rather funny if this is Thierry Barry. Who is it? Who is it? If this is Barry, someone's going to get to it in the chat, I think, before me. This is going to be kind of funny. Jackie Greal? No. Bournemouth 1-0 as well. Oh, Chelsea stacks it. And Forest. Oh, Milenkovic. Own goal. Ooh. That is brutal. Bournemouth 1-0 as well. Who do we think got it? I mentioned Jimenez earlier just as like a surprise sort of player, but you've got to go with either Semenyo or Evanilson, I would say. If I had to guess. Yeah, own goal there. That is brutal, isn't it? Forest, man. I know they've had a couple. Yeah, they beat Liverpool, didn't they? But, ooh, shocking. Oh yeah, who scored for Circle Bruges? I need Magni would be unbelievable. Magni or Utkus or Nazinho, actually. Any of those three with the decisive would be really nice. Wrexham 1-0 already. Big Kiefer Moore, maybe. Goals are flying in, by the way. Bournemouth. Semenyo. We called it. Not that that takes much expertise, because Semenyo is by far Bournemouth's best attacker, isn't he, to be fair? But yeah, wow. Great start for Bournemouth. Great start. Yeah, it was Kiefer Moore that scored for Wrexham. Shock. Absolute shock. He's on fire. Kiefer is on fire. Your defense is terrified. Yeah, Kiefer Moore. Chief Keef. We need you in March for those qualifying games for Wales, mate. We need you big time. Dynamo 0-0. How's big Scott McKenna doing? Yeah, not great on the old sofa. Not great on the old sofa score. Leverkusen, come on. You are killing us. Oh, the Bournemouth goal's got... goal cancelled. Yeah, I seen that. Dave Rich, big Chief Keef. Bournemouth goal got cancelled. Wow. Bournemouth goal cancelled. That is brutal. That is brutal. Let's have a look over on the old Sorare scores. How is big Scotty McKenna? Flat 35. That's not looking good for big Scotty. Or 32 even. Even worse. Terrier has lost one all-around score since we last looked. Not looking good for us, boys. Not looking good at all. Bayern Munich. Elise's got a bit of AA. Kimmich, Upamecano the same. Diaz is clawed a little bit back. Excuse me. Arnold. Ericsson. Ericsson just doesn't seem to be AA friendly, does he? And then St. Pauli. Vasil just lost one AA since we last looked. Not much else to really look at. But yeah, Everton. Wow. Brutal. Nico scores just absolutely disseminated, and then yeah, Savona's been killed. Milenkovic, Jesus, it's mad, isn't it? Like, I know this could change, or obviously it will change, but you know, like, remember that Liverpool game when they basically all just scored like 80 plus, like everyone, and now yeah, and now that's the state of it against Everton, which is kind of ironic because obviously both teams are from the same sort of neck of the woods. So yeah, Chelsea getting away with that one. Back to 0-0. Ruben Dias, Guardiola at the back. Ooh, I like this little Christmas tree going on. Nice little Christmas tree. Doku and Cherky. That's fun, isn't it? Doku, Cherky, Haaland. It's what Sorare dreams are made of right there, I tell you. Stoke, Sheffield United. Swansea. Southampton. Ooh, Southampton 1-0. Leo Cienza. I have him in a lineup somewhere. Go on the Cienza. Cienza's too good for the Championship, by the way. Far too good. Go on the Cienza. Chief Keef 1-0. Oh, yeah, we said Circle of Bruges, didn't we? 1-0? Unless it got chalked off. Yeah, it must have got chalked off. Goal hasn't been given there. Tawanda with a little bit of all-around score. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Tawanda's flying, by the way. 8 all-around score. Where's he getting that from? Shot on goal already. Into 2 interceptions. Wow. Tawanda, mate. I want to be you when I grow up. He is an absolute baller, by the way. I think he'll get a move. Maybe to England. At some point. I think he's going away for the African Cup of Nations, though. But yeah, Tawanda. I love to see that. Love to see that. Chief Keef. 1-0 Wrexham. Tottenham-Brentford. This one's a tight game, I think. I don't see Tottenham walking all over Brentford, honestly. I really don't. I just don't think they have enough, goals, honestly. Richarlison, Muani, Kudus, Simons. It just feels a little bit... Yeah, a little bit soft for me. I don't know. I just don't see there being a ton of goals. Bischoff absolutely stinking the place up. Very glad I didn't use him anywhere important. Right, come on. Come on, Terrier. The AA just doesn't move. It just doesn't move. Now, we don't necessarily need AA if you can get a decisive, but that is also looking... Hoffman, wow. Hoffman, you are... Look at... That can't be right. He's literally got nothing. What the hell? That feels a bit messed up, no? That feels a bit weird. Yeah, that is a bit strange. Oh, Freiburg did score 1-0. Manzambi, of course. We mention him as the sort of Yuito Suzuki, not replacement. I think Manzambi's been starting most games, but he was the one we mentioned, wasn't it? And he's obviously gone and banged 1-0 against Heidenheim, sorry. Bayern Munich concede. Ooh, I tell you what. We said, I don't want to say we said it, but we did go in and look at this guy. He was one of the ones we looked at. No, was it Nathaniel? Nicholas Nati. Alcanus assist. Goals are flying in the Bundesliga. Yeah, we said Southampton. Keep an eye on the Motherwell boys, see if anything's changed. No, not really. Okay. Right, lads. I've got a few bits to get on with now, so this is going to be the end of episode 1 of the Scout room. Pardon the graphic earlier. We'll get that fixed, to be fair. But yeah, all good. I appreciate everyone joining me on this Saturday. Early morning, evening, whatever it is, early afternoon, where you guys are. Massively appreciate you. I'll be back next week for the same. Hopefully we'll get a guest this time. Sadly, the guest couldn't make it this time. He let me know about an hour ago, to be fair, which was fine. So yeah, hopefully next week get a little guest on, maybe spice things up. It's been a pleasure though, lads. I really do appreciate everyone sticking with me for the last 2 hours. And yeah, long live the Sorare Scout Room. I appreciate you all, and good luck with your lineups this weekend. Boom.